be the role of America in the South China Sea? In the sense, we also are very much keenly observing. We as India, we are keenly observing the activities in the South China Sea, and we have some partners there. So, what will be the American role in the South China Sea now? What do you expect?
Again, this comes back to the question of the Indo-Pacific again, as Dr. Parulekar was talking about. Now it depends on how United States is going to behave with regard to the idea of the Indo-Pacific. Because if they're going to say that we are not anymore an Indo-Pacific nation, or if they withdraw from there, from whatever that has been done by Trump, that's directly going to have a say with regard to the South China Sea. Again, there is going to be some amount of pressure by the ASEAN countries. The ASEAN countries also have an expectation.
We have been, with some military partnership with some of the countries. They're selling our armaments there. So will it get affected, or how will it affect?
Nothing. None of those things are going to matter here. In the sense, already China has this particular issue, where it thinks that India is renewing its relationship with regard to the neighborhood, in the sense whether it's Maldives, whether it is Sri Lanka, because Sri Lanka recently made the statement where Jayanta Kolombage, the foreign secretary, made a statement, India first. This is something for the first time happening in the recent past, in the sense, at least since the independent India, that we see, we have not seen a neighbor saying that India first. So at least they have made a pronouncement here. So the Chinese are aware of their limitations also, which they're working on. So they're going to raise the bar in the neighborhood of India. If we are going to get engaged in the South China Sea, we are going to be more active with regard to the ASEAN states. It's going to be simply trying to use that balance of power concept in India's neighborhood, where it's going to try and become more and more active, trying to help out some of these states. That's how it's going to do. And if we don't budge to that also, then it has the other option of always using the Pakistanis, always trying to help them out in terms of troubling India. So those are going to be the way. But apart from that one, it entirely depends on how United States is going to behave in the Indo-Pacific. That is going to be directly reflecting on the South China Sea. So if they back off from the idea of Indo-Pacific to appease the Chinese, or say just because Trump was antagonistic to the Chinese, that they want to reverse everything that they have done during the Trump administration, then it's going to directly affect on that one. But nevertheless, India has been very, very clear. India has said open and inclusive Indo-Pacific, which includes all this region. So India is going to continue to engage. India, irrespective of whether the United States is going to engage or not, India is going to continue to engage with Japan. India is going to continue to engage with South Korea. India is going to continue to engage with every other power that's ready to cooperate with India. And it also is aware of the might of China. It's not that India is not aware of. India knows what it is capable of, but it greatly knows what it is not capable of. So that makes things much more clearer, where our expectations with regard to South China Sea is not going to be phenomenally changing, but it's going to just continue the way it is. And slowly and steadily, probably India will try building bilateral relations with some of these countries, where we may sell weapons to them, we may sell different other things that India is opening up now. It's not anymore taking that moral pedestal that it was trying to cover itself for a very, very long time. So realistically speaking, or from the realist perspective, that's going to be very interesting with regard to India's behavior in the South China Sea.